Thank you for coming in to talk with us, Horatio. As you know, we are investigating Denmark for corruption, and your testimony helps us a lot.
Yeah, of course, man. You came to the right guy.
First, could you explain to us what you witnessed on that dark and stormy night after everyone had gone to sleep?
Dude, it was crazy. I saw this ghost. I mean, it was a real live ghost. I mean, well, obviously ghosts aren't alive, but you get what I mean, right? But so I just thought I was completely tripping. Looked exactly like King Hamlet, and I was like, "Whoa, King Hamlet, is that you? I mean, isn't he dead?"
And what do you think the ghost wanted?
I really don't know. I mean, maybe he wanted to just come visit us. Maybe it could have been some vengeance warning. He left before I could really think about it. Kind of sucks though that he left so early because he could have haunted some of my enemies, you know?
Excuse me, my lord and my queen.
Yes?
Could you tell us how this union came to be? It has, after all, only been a mere 2 months since the death of King Hamlet. And where does the state of Denmark lie now that you two are married?
It is truly a shame that my brother has died tragically and suddenly. But today is a celebration. Today we rejoice in the union of myself and my dear Gertrude.
Yes, I'm happy to be married once again. Being a widow is quite depressing.
Isn't this a little fast for a wedding?
No, the best course of action for ourselves and for our beloved Denmark would be for me to marry my beloved Gertrude, who would naturally stay queen. And I swear that all I have in my heart is the love of the people of Denmark, and I solemnly swear that I have no other reasons to marry so quickly except that we are deeply in love. That is all.
But aren't you worried about what will happen to Denmark if you two are married so soon after?
That is all. No more questions.
But sir,
We are off to our honeymoon.
God, this sucks! My mom is such a traitor! Oh my god, I can't even look at my uncle without wanting to punch him in his smug little face. Ugh, I don't even know which one's worse. The woman who betrayed her husband and married her brother, the woman I call my mother? Or the man who married his brother, his dead brother's wife? Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, it's repulsive to even think about. Father! Father!
Hush, son, it's me, I know. I'm a ghost. Let's get down to business. You should know that not all is as it seems. Your uncle murdered me. The old poison in the ear trick. And right now, he's trying to usurp the throne. I don't know what he is planning, but it can't be good. You must avenge me. Avenge me!
Oh my gosh. Can you please say that again for the camera? The viewers of Denmark are dying to know the truth. Is there really corruption in the royal palace?
Right. Well, I was just saying how pissed off I am at my mom and my uncle, but all
mad
of a
about
sudden
being
my
murdered.
dad shows up.
I mean, what kind of coward kills
well,
someone
not
in their
really my
sleep
dad
anyway?
because he's dead,
The
but
disrespect.
obviously you can see him here, or can you? I don't know. Anyway, he shows up and he just drops this bomb on me.
When all of a sudden, it dawned on me to come back and tell my son here what happened and to let him know he needs to keep an eye open because strange things are happening here in Denmark.
Okay, we're really getting somewhere. And what was it that you asked young Hamlet to do for you?
I asked him to avenge me, of course. It needs to be known that that lying, scheming, no good son of a...
Dad!
Sorry for my attitude. I don't mean to ruin your first time seeing ghosts or anything, but with all this talk of murder and betrayal...
No, please, keep going. Denmark deserves to know the truth, my lord.
Thank you for your understanding. Well, anyway, I must be avenged, and my boy here is going to do it for me.
I am? Oh, right, I am.
And Prince Hamlet, how do you plan to avenge your father now that you know he was murdered?
Well, I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I know that once I do, it's going to be a bloodbath.
My dear lord and lady, thank you for sitting down with us once again. We were just talking to Hamlet and would like to ask whether what we overheard was true.
Ah, Hamlet, what a poor, depressing young man. Lately, all we've been seeing is his frown, which is not the right attitude to be wearing to a wedding.
My poor boy. And his father was able to move him past his teenage phase. But I know it isn't that.
Are you quite sure, my darling? I remember a time when I had the maids guard my room. Young boys endure a lot of painful battles to become fit for power. Have you tried telling him to be a man?
With all due respect, I'd recommend against that. Perhaps he's still mourning his father?
I doubt it is that.
We already gave him a funeral. It's old news for us.
Oh, honey bear, I just remembered that Polonius said that it was love. And we know all about love, don't we?
We quite do, sweet cheeks. What were we talking about again?
Your nephew?
Ah, yes. No, I observed a violent exchange between him and the young lady, and from what he was saying, it couldn't be love.
You'd never tell me to go to a nunnery, would you?
I wouldn't give up you or the kingdom for the entire world. What were we talking about? Oh, never mind. Hamlet. Anyways, I'm just starting to be concerned that it's not just sadness, but madness. If it's in a state of mind, you could cause a lot of chaos if we're not careful. Please do us a favor and pay attention to any signs of insanity in that boy.
Yes, please do that. We'll be sure to reward you. Why, hello, son. Why don't you sit down and join us?
Oh, of course you think I'm insane. Well, you know what? The truth does that to people. And I just learned of it from my father.
Your father? Why, he's dead.
Dead. Yes. Dead. And unable to sit still in his grave, no thanks to my mother and uncle. Show them the tape. Show them the video of my father. Their reactions will prove it. Show them.
Oh, okay, sure. Hold on. Let's see. There you go.
Watch this.
Oh, my poor boy.
I think that's enough of that. That's gotta be embarrassing for my nephew.
No, wait. My father was there.
Young boys do tend to lie to hide their embarrassment.
I'm not lying. Fine. I'll find another way to find the truth.
Presenting The Murder of Gonzago as a commercial break.
Dude, my bro Hamlet was totally right about Claudius being a murderer. Did you see that just now? He totally ran out looking super guilty. He was white as a ghost. I mean, not that white, because, I saw a ghost. You know what I mean. Remember I saw that ghost?
God. Dear God? Oh, my offense is rank. It smells to heaven. God, I want to pray. I do. I just feel so guilty. And I'm tired of feeling that way. It makes it so hard to pray when I'm feeling down in the dumps. Don't you give kings your divine blessing or something? I feel like I deserve forgiveness right about now. Okay, fine. I'll admit it. I'm sorry that I killed my brother. Oh, wretched state. Oh, bosom black as death.
Mom, admit it. You cheated on Dad.
This is all her fault.
What? Why are you making me look like the villain? Look at what you just did.
Oh, I'm slain.
It could be worse.
What do you mean it could be worse?
At least it didn't kill Dad and marry his brother. Hey, look, it's Dad! Hey, Dad!
What are you looking at? Oh my God, you're crazy.
Son, just be nice to your mother, all right? She's going through a lot. Just talk to her.
Hey, Mom, how are you doing?
How am I doing? Let's see, how am I doing? I'm feeling like how a mother should be feeling when after her son just killed someone. Look at me when I'm talking to you, Hamlet.
It's Dad. He's right there. Hello? Don't you see him?
Of course not, he's dead.
He's dead. He's right there. See, he's walking away.
No, what are you talking about?
Look, he's right there. He's even stopping for a snack.
A snack?
Yes, a snack. Well, it might be he's done now. See, he's dancing away. Look at those moves.
What news?
You missed it.
What's this?
To Horatio. You would not believe it if I told you, man. You know how Uncle Claudius sent me off to England since I accidentally killed Ophelia's dad? He totally sent orders for me to be killed there. Yeah, typical. Should have seen it coming. Thank God some pirates showed up. They gave me a peaceful ride back to Denmark. Anyways, give this letter to that asshole my mom married. I bet I'll be scared to hear I'm coming home. Sincerely, your favorite prince. P.S. I heard about Ophelia going crazy and drowning, but it's not my fault. All I did was tell her to go to a nunnery. I'm sure she's heard worse. Ugh, none of this would have happened if it weren't for my stupid parents. But I know you understand. Homies for life.
Hamlet! You killed my sister! You bastard!
Whoa, it was just a prank, bro. It was never that serious.
So Claudius, your plan backfired and Hamlet is still alive. Do you think your new plan will succeed?
Oh, I most certainly think so. You see, Laertes wants to avenge his sister Ophelia, which I can use to get rid of Hamlet. What nobody knows is that Laertes' sword has some of my favorite poison on it.
Hamlet, you bastard!
If Hamlet manages to win, then I will offer him a cup of wine that's secretly poisoned to celebrate his success. Either way, Hamlet will be dead by the end of the day. Same fate as his father. You gotta understand that it's just business.
So Gertrude, what do you think of the duel so far?
Oh, my poor baby Hamlet. He's out of breath and tired from all this fighting. What have I done? So, in order to show him support, I will drink this wine and to wish him good luck.
Hear thou, incestuous damsel, drink the potion, follow my mother! Horatio, my dear friend. Horatio, it is the end of the road for me. Continue living. Continue living. Tell Fortinbras to be king of Denmark. Tell him and tell the people of Denmark the truth of what has really happened here tonight.
Good night, my sweet prince. Give order that these bodies, high on a stage, be placed to view, and let me speak to the yet unknowing world how these things come about. So shall you hear of carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgments, casual slaughters, of deaths put on by cunning and forced cause, and in this upshot purposes mistook, fallen on the inventors' heads. All this I can truly deliver.
Tragically, we come to the end of our investigation,
In the wake of these proceedings of our inside scoop within the Danish court, only a single survivor of the chaos remains with us today. Horatio, one of the first to witness the supernatural return of King Hamlet, and Prince Hamlet's favorite friend and confidant, has lived to tell their stories and provide an unbiased review of what went wrong. Horatio, what is going through your mind? How did the state of Denmark become so rotten?
Dude, everything just sucks. I mean, I'm dealing with it. I'm good. But, like, one king gets murdered by his power-hungry brother, and suddenly everything is off the rails, and nobody can handle it. I'd like to think I'm alive because I was smart, and I stayed out of it. Basically, if the original Goat King Hamlet, R.I.P., had watched his back better and hadn't gotten ear poisoned, none of this would have happened. That one bad thing set off a chain of dominoes that no one was mentally or emotionally prepared for. The actions of one bad apple spread like a disease. Turns out the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Turns out the whole tree is rotten. If Claudius had been prepared for the storm he stirred, maybe things wouldn't have been so bad. If Gertrude had been a better queen, if Hamlet was more decisive and hadn't let himself brood so much, if King Hamlet had just let it go. But what I'm saying is, you can't control what these people do when drastic changes happen. So really, they only have themselves to blame. Polonius was an accident, but everyone else, when they finally realized that fact, they just couldn't cope. So, yeah. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but I was smart. I stayed out of it as best I could, because these people were getting real crazy, and their crazy started to infect me a little bit when I was like seeing freaking ghosts. What was that about? Like, what? But anyways, my mission is to just be kind, tell my friend's story, and maybe save some people from the same fate.